I guess I'll continue building this Lancaster. So, last time I actually finished stage 4. It's a bit of an odd one for me, but it does mean I have this entire section complete. Apparently. But now I need to go to stage 5, which involves part 15, apparently. I made a complete mess around here, so just put these back. Right. Now, I'm guessing this is part 15? It looks like part 15. And has 15 written on it, which is usually a good clue. When did that stop recording? Well, that's annoying. It's probably when I moved those, because I moved the keyboard. Okay. Whoops. So, my apologies for losing a part of the recording there. Okay. Apparently they want me to cut some pieces, but I'm not entirely sure which bits they want me to cut and why. So let's just do a dry fitting, make sure everything fits. Well, it all fits together okay, so... Huh. There it is. Oh wow, you want me to cut out something that small? With what? Okay, I'm not too sure what goes into those holes, but no. Okay, so if I do section 9 now, because that involves drying time and then goes together with the main body. So whereas section 9 is 29 and 30. That's propeller. That's a supercharger intake. Landing gear. Top and bottom of a Merlin. That looks the same again in a lot of bonds. Nope. Is any of you lot? That's another Merlin. Oh, I think I see one of them. Is it you? 29? Yes, it is. So we have a 29. "30 is some form of ring." So I'm looking for something that's circular with 30 written on it. Ooh, that looks like it. 30. It's got a little bit of overspillage on it. Wow, do not leave that in contact with the table. That noise is loud. This one's actually supposed to be able to freely rotate inside, so let's clean up this bit. I really don't understand why this bit goes downwards, but again, it's another bit of detail you're never going to see. There's the tab. Oh, okay, the slot is nowhere near the size of the thing it's connecting to. Interesting. Oops. Just put that little turret down here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Yes, didn't fall. Now you get to watch the angle that I don't get to see. what the default stop button is then. Okay. So now, having ignored section 6 because I couldn't make any sense of it, there's probably going to be some little radio antennas I can't put on at the end because of it, but I'll find a way to put them on, don't worry. Okay, so now I need to find for 34. That's 23. Which means this is 34. At this point, I'm matching up the pictures. So I need 38, 37, and 36. And 35? What? 35 on the glass parts, because that makes sense. Oh, they're all glass parts. Oh, how fancy. Now, I don't ever remember Lancaster's having large amounts of glass down this side, but... Okay, so 36 is the front window. That flew off. Now, means this would go here. I think if I tack it to the center, that would be the best idea, because then it'll not damage the plastic. Okay, now 37 is the long piece, so it's of course going to be the top one. Ooh, bit of overspill on this one too. Okay, so I think this way. Oof, okay, all the damage I did was far enough away that it doesn't make a difference. So a little dab there, one there, like between the windows, so we don't get any glue on the actual visible bits. Yeah, do it the right way. Wow, that does not fit well. Well, I'm not liking that fit. It's been the first bit that hasn't just gone straight in. It's probably down to the fact that this stuff's much more rigid. Fortunately, because of the window positioning, there is only one way they can go in. Sneezing, eh? This one fit not a lot nicer than the last one. Ooh, that is too much glue. Much too much glue. Right, back in a second, I forgot something. No. $35, where are you? It's 45. Okay, 35 is not on the class section, so what the heck is 35? It's got to be a glass bit, it's on the rear. Is it? No, it's on the front, I think. I can't tell which one's front and back. This is the front, because the thick part of the wing has the things for the engine sticking out the front, so this is the front. It's not that bad. I mean, you can barely tell they're there, which I believe was the intent. They're windows. So we just cut these off. Oh, this side has more windows. Yeah. Let's get you, put you back over there. Oh, wow. This clear plastic's terrible. I mean, while I'm filing down the little nub, the edge of my cutter, I mean, you can't really see it, but it's cut in like half the depth. I'm gonna have to give up on those because that's too messy. It's okay, no one can see the inside. Okay, one down. Okay, now a longer piece. Yep, that's all in. And this one, we've got the two small ones close together at the end, so whoops. This one's a guess. There's only two. And it's in. You know when you say this one's going to have to be a guess because you can't tell which way around it goes? And then you immediately put it on back to front. It's like not even facing out the right way. The rear wing box. I think it's this. I think it will be this bit, which is a 31, which it is. Now, the next stage, which is number 11, okay, like the actual next stage is number 10, because, you know, me doing things in order, it's just not going to happen. So, we're doing prep for 11. That'll be okay. So this is a reinforcement for the back section. I think that's forward facing. But now we need this section. What immediately comes to mind whenever I'm building. Okay, so this is number 7, and this is downward facing, upward facing, yes, because you can see the Bombay there. Oh, that's why there's a gap. Shut up. So this is just left balancing in place. I don't think it would actually need the... Nope, it does. Oh. But you know it doesn't, because... You know I said it didn't fit properly and had the little extra gap? That's actually a control ring, and that's what this big section on the bottom is for. Interesting. You the right one? No, you're that side. Okay. So now we need to get the first major assembly, which is this. And we face the crew forwards, but that way up. Oh wow, I actually managed to line it up. So, what we're going to need is a line of glue around that entire section, and on the, yeah, this side, and yeah, actually no, that's right. I can have a look for other sections where I can make it stronger later. Oh, there it is. Okay, so crew face forwards. that's going to need to rest somewhere for a while, but not on the wing box. So if we get some dice out again, they'll do. Which way's the back? Okay, so the fin bit's the front, I think. But I did forget to put a little bit here, so. I am genuinely surprised that fitted. Now we can just do a little dry fit because it's not dried yet, so this is not the best idea, but oh, whoops. It'll go together okay in the end. And that rear section has no motion, so I can glue that in place now. Now it does say in the instructions to glue these at this point, so that's what I'll be doing. Off my finger. Okay, that's close enough to in position that it won't make much difference in the end. Just put that there. And of course just put that somewhere safe because we don't want to lose it. So we've completed this section. Now 11's going to take some time, and that means the next stage is 16. But 16 is connecting the wings, like that. So we're going to skip to 17, which is putting two engines together. Now we should have two engine blocks and top covers. So that's one. Now I know I've seen a second Merlin block today, There it is. So yep, 77, 76. Around 80. There it is. 80 being, I believe, the supercharger. Yeah, that's flat now. I mean, I don't mind them being little bits of imperfections on these. But when it's in the lugs that go into each other, they need to be taken off. That's for definite. And I mean, when it could be confused for part of the moulding, it also needs to go. Even though it is entirely optional whether you want them or not. But, you know, it's a thing. Not the right button. Wow. That wanted to make some noise, didn't it? ×2 or question mark. So I mean, option set, like this whole bit I'm doing is optional and I'm wasting my time. Because I'll sure be unhappy if it is. Ow! Okay, the two circle bits are meeting up, so I'm assuming that's correct. Right, so you've got the main block, then once that's on, we put these little bits on the front. Now that's the main contact points, so I'm going to hope that stays together properly. Yeah. Come on. Over there on the drawing table. So. It does state only 2 of them, so they're done. Oh, well, it's 17. Oh wow, this is complicated. Well, that's intimidating. So we'll bring back the main body, because that definitely needs some work. Whoops. Right. So swap that around so I can actually see it properly. So, along here, along there, that little bit, around there, along here. I gotta say, this is not going to end well with the amount of this glue that I'm going to be breathing. And along the back. Get then along here. There. And just a little bit more. That is a lot of glue. So now lower this on very carefully. Where's crap? Okay, the top. So let's get that apart for a second. Okay. This time I actually need tape. Whoops. Where did I put tape? Preferably masking tape because if this was actually if this was in my, actual crafting space, I would actually have access to tape permanently. Also, if you're concerned about the instructions, it specifically says use sellotape. So I am ignoring them. I think I missed a bit with the glue there. Doesn't appear to be sticking. Well, I have to do something about that. Okay, so there's the body. Is it bad that I'm impatient and just want to stick the wings on? Okay, so that one went together okay, but I appear to have messed up this one a little bit. There you go. It was out by like 1 millimeter or so. So that wing will always be a little bit looser than the other, but I'll be okay with that. I think this is the correct way. Yep, control surfaces are on the back as they're meant to be. I mean, this thing's huge. Also, that wing that I had to loosen is loose. But, I mean, look, you can park a Spitfire on the wing. Get the Hurricane over here. We can take them off. That's just to have a look, see how good the fitting is. Technically that can lay down on its own now without the dice boxes. Good. Let's arrange it so it looks nicer, shall we? A little bit closer to the final arrangement. Now there's plenty more bits to go on it, so Let's hope that little gun turret will actually turn. So next up is 18, so we're continuing on building the engines. So 72, 78. Yeah, that is 78. And I know traditionally, well, correctly, these should be painted before they go in, but those are definitely the exhausts. It's 88 and 89? Yes. Oh, don't lose them. And there's another two exhausts over here, which are 110 apparently. Despite obviously being the same exhausts. It's 88 and 89 again. Nope. Oh, there they are. Another two 78s. Right. So we get the two engine blocks. Bring them back. Tidy up a little bit, because while working you should tidy up occasionally, or you just end up in a big pile of mess and can't do anything. That's one down. Two. Just filing off bits that no one will ever see. Whoops. Yeah, if these are pins that I'm removing, then whoops. But there's no socket on the engine itself for it to go into, so I'm going to assume this is supposed to come off. So that's one. That's number two. Okay, that's number three. That's number four. Now the next section is to put on the exhausts, and the exhausts face towards this back section there. So oh wow, that's way too much. Oop, that's one. That'll actually probably be enough. It takes very little to actually glue these things, which was a mistake I always made when I was younger. Whoops. I didn't put the cover back on. Okay, that was too much again, but why didn't I think of just putting these on this way? It made far more sense. And that's another one. So I'm going to finish up here and leave them to dry. I mean, I'm going to say it's overnight, but I'm known for doing 2 to 3 days between recording for these. And I'm glad we only have 1 section left on this page. So we can move on. So I'll be back next time with more building of this Lancaster. Bye. Nope, that's not the button. Oh, I wonder what it actually is then.